This Let's Play was supported by these awesome hobby companies.
Everybody, here it is. Justin, King of Draft.
Yes.
As King of Starter. Colin, King of Constructed. 2 games apiece. We couldn't leave it on that. We just couldn't.
No.
To be fair, I wanted to because I'm scared of being humiliated, but the Play Fusion guys are like, we need to have a multiplayer game.
Well, what we learned is that you're best with the simplest version of the game. So I can see why you're terrified of this now.
Yeah, so, because it's worth noting, we haven't talked about it at a huge length, but Lightseekers is unrestricted. It's not 1v1. You can literally put as many people around the table as you want if you're willing. You've had up to like 12?
12 people,
12.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's a big game. Like,
What?
not a lot of us got done that day.
Yeah, it was actually just an hour 40 minutes, so it wasn't too bad.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, we've done
we took the
games that
boardroom.
have been an hour, haven't we? So
That's very cool. Now,
I'm guessing everybody's just taking care of their own little bit of it.
yeah, you don't need to worry too much. In that size, you don't need to worry too much about the person sat on the opposite side of the table to you.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
You know,
Not
Or
for
the
a while,
person
at
down
least.
that end of the table.
yeah, exactly.
12
Yeah.
people.
The person
do you have any
beside you
buffs
can't
down
see.
there, man? So, a couple of quick rules I'll mention very quickly because we are going to be showing off 3 different order decks we haven't played before. So, the way we're going to decide who gets these, do you want to show these off, Justin?
Yeah, sure.
We're doing a bit of randomization. So, we have Nature, we have Dread, and we have Astral, and we have the Beasts of War bag to do
With the
some
tokens.
with the tokens to do some random drawing.
Just very quickly, I'm going to say one of these three decks I do not want. Just
Do you
because
want
I'm
to share
nervous.
that, or are you going to tell us if you get it?
I'll tell you if I get it.
Right. Okay.
I'll tell you if I get it.
I want the Astral deck, I really do, but I'm worried that my brain might melt because I am simple.
He was insulting my astral deck off camera. Is what
I was insulting you as a person,
He wanted
as a
to
deck
know.
builder, as a...
I want to know which one I built, so he didn't get it because he puts more faith in Benny's builds than mine.
Because he
so-
rigged my decks, man. He's awful.
this is-
What about you, Colin? Any preference here?
I'm flexible either way. I'm looking forward to whatever I get.
This guy, man, he's got the confidence now. Those 2 constructed wins really built your... What?
Yeah.
All right. Tell you what, seeing as I'm controlling the cameras, I'll take the leftovers, so
Okay.
I'll shake them up. Az, give me a draw.
Az is playing Dread. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
I definitely
it's
heard
magic.
Justin say he would be happy if he got Dread. So
All right.
I'm playing Astral.
Oh, thank
Nice,
God.
nice.
So you don't want the
It was
astral.
the
then?
Astral because the interplays I think would just melt my brain. So I'm quite content with Nature. So
So as the guys grab the decks and shuffle up, I'll mention a couple of quick things to you. Or Benny, you can keep me right here.
Yep.
In multiplayer, there's a couple of things you have to be aware of. The person to your left is your target. So it's clockwise around the table. And the person to your right is your enemy. Whenever you have any cards that say do something to your target, it'll be going left. If it's something from your enemy, it'll be going anti-clockwise to my right, to Justin. If your card doesn't specify, you're then going to have flexibility to choose. However, you generally want to be going after your target because whenever somebody gets removed from the game, like their hero going to 0, more often than not, the person to their right, their enemy, is going to get 5 health. They're going to get 5 cards from the discard pile back to the deck, and they're going to earn a victory point. So if I help take Justin out, Colin's actually going to be the one that really benefits from it. It's an awesome, interesting format, which means I might have to put grudges aside and focus on the strategy for this one.
also, I'm going to be honest, this is kind of how we have both Play Fusion guys just here on either side of the table as well to chat, but also to keep us right.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to sit here and be like,
So an important thing to mention is when you do return 5 cards from your target getting ousted, you can return burn cards and you don't have to show them.
Oh, damn.
So it's done in secret and you can return those removal cards.
Okay. Oh, are we all going to engage all
I'm going to do this because this is a brand new deck, just to be sure of the thing.
So
They are
while...
perfectly sorted right now. So
Oh, yes. Okay. While we're doing this, I'll mention briefly who I'm playing. So I'm playing as Nightshade. Now, Nightshade comes with an awesome benefit, which is superior elemental for both poison and for for shadow.
Yep.
However, with her death card, she can only play 1 per turn. She has a disadvantage that says take 1 damage when you play a death card. Who built this deck?
I did.
Okay. I'm hoping there's very few death cards in here.
this is the deck you're most concerned about, isn't it?
It's it has a lot of damage potential,
Okay.
but you don't want to fall behind.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, but sitting with a Nature to my right, I'm hoping maybe early damage isn't going to be a thing.
Well, the important thing here is my ability for Miku the Young is heal any hero for 1. This cannot be increased by effects.
So if you help heal me, I'll take calling out for you.
Well, you see,
Wait a minute, what's all this?
see, if you're trying to take me out,
I'm trying to take calling out.
yeah, so I might actually, at some point through the game, heal Colin to keep him in so that I can take you out and get the bonus to finish him off.
And we've seen how much timing is important.
So there are a few cards in there that also interact with healing, which will be interesting.
Okay.
So there are a few claimant plays you can do there.
Okay.
And Colin, you're playing?
I'm playing Cassini, and the ability is discard 1 card to deal 3 damage to another hero. And it just says another, so I assume I can choose.
Yep, and that should, so obviously Astral is very reliant on the order of card use. That will help you to, if you need to get a specific kind of card on top of the deck, that will help you to get one there, but you'd also get 3 damage out of that
Awesome.
card. So if you really need to be playing up to that will
Okay.
help. So, and there's some interesting, though you might be a little bit light in comparison to others on discard, you've got an interesting combo in there which will hopefully play
Okay.
well against these
Okay.
guys if it comes out.
This is the first time we're all seeing these decks, right? So this is going to be this. We'll take a little bit of time just to make sure we're doing well, but as is tradition. Okay.
This is going to become like a Lightseeker salute.
Yeah.
On 3?
On 3.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, just in text.
Oh, there you go.
So how does card draw work for multiplayer?
4 cards, 5 cards, 6 cards. It keeps going up to 7, and then everyone from that point onwards has 7 cards.
Okay, I'm going to take a second because there's a few cards in here I've not seen before, and my goodness, these are pretty.
Okay, so Colin attacks me, I attack as.
Wow.
Or is
Yes.
it the other way around?
No, you attack as attacks Colin.
Attack to
Colin
the left.
attacks you.
Okay.
What does that second part of that sentence mean?
Oh, so
Like,
you're,
I can say it out loud. I don't mind you guys.
you're not limited in your
Basic
elemental
elements.
alignments.
Ah, I see.
So you have to. You can still only play cards of your elements, but you could play say 2 death cards.
sorry.
Yeah, so I'll show to everyone at home, the card I'm talking about, so we'll get to bring it up for you guys, is Assassin's Guild. This is a way of me to gain 2 extra actions, and it's going to remove the limitations so I can play as many
You're
cards.
effectively superior in all of those.
That's really
elements.
cool.
So-
Interesting.
Let me just remind myself. Target, enemy.
Yep. So
Good.
you're trying to kill clockwise.
Yeah, well, actually, I'm going to play the Umbreon Informant first.
Okay.
Draw cards until you have as many cards in your hand as your enemy.
Nice.
That means, Colin, I'm getting to draw 3 cards.
Yep. Lovely.
Nice, good start.
2 and 3. Okay, I can work with this. Second action. I'm a little nervy to begin with, so
Okay.
I'm going to play down my Moss Ridge Defender. So it's going to reduce damage by the rotation, so it's 3/2/2.
Nice.
Which should be quite nice because that'll be actually your 3 of your turns, 3 of your turns. That'll have this up.
That is wicked, actually.
So
Okay.
buffs very good, but there's twice the chance for them to get removed.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, as.
Yeah, so my first action will be to play a Shadow Supplier. So this is a buff that will, in 3 turns' time, let me draw cards equal to the number of buffs I have in play, which will account itself.
Yes.
Shadow card, that's fine. And then I'll simply pass to draw a card.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Colin.
Okay.
Come at me, bro!
Well, a little bit of mitigation. Not much damage here at the minute, so I'm just going to pass twice and draw 2.
Draw.
There are quite a lot of random elements in the Astral deck as well, where it's draw a card, if it is a certain order,
Sure.
do certain amount. So there's a random element in there that should hopefully
Yeah.
be quite fun to see play out.
Right, well, I'll rotate my buff, so I'm now blocking 2. And now I have to decide what I'm going to do. Okay, so I will play the Corvid Conspiracy. So deal rotation damage to your target, so that'll be across to you as.
Yeah.
And for my second,
God, it's such a nice, consistent card, that. 7 damage just ticking away.
yeah, and then I'll draw for my second.
Okay, so start of my boss phase, we'll see my Shadow Supplier simply rotate and not trigger anything yet. And actually, I'm also going to be quite hesitant like Colin. I'm going to pass to get myself 2 more cards.
You need to get some buffs on that table there.
I need to get some buffs. Yeah, absolutely. Need to take advantage of that card draw.
Okay. I'm going to go for this to start. Shapeshifter. Draw 1 card face up. If it's gravity, I'll heal for 5. If it's solar, I'll deal 5 damage to my target.
Come on, big combo card here.
Yeah, combo card,
Yeah.
it'll do both.
Here we go. That's gravity, so I'll heal for 5.
That's okay. You're max
Up
out.
to max.
Yep.
Okay.
5.
That's pretty cool.
And you get to.
And I draw
Keep
that.
that card.
Yeah.
Yep.
And your defend card goes to your discard. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, then I'm just going to pass and draw 1.
How many cards in hand for everybody?
7.
9.
9.
Oh, you didn't get another one, did
Justin
you?
wants more of that card draw.
Don't forget your buffs before you start your action.
Yeah,
phase.
yeah. So this will rotate doing 2. This will rotate doing 3 to yourself.
So
as,
32
so-
down to 29 for me.
Yep. I will then play the Umbron Informant,
I got it
target
again.
Colin.
Wow.
So that'll let me draw 5 cards.
Oof, nice. Very nice.
Yeah, so your target is now helping your enemy.
Yeah.
effectively.
Yeah.
Okay.
Indirectly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's 8 card draw from 2 cards. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Yep. And I've drawn them upside down. Whoops. And then I still have 1 action.
A lot of options now.
Yeah, I may need to take a second.
Yeah, I mean, one of the crucial things about any card game is learning what you have and learning your deck and building it yourself, because you really feel a real ownership and reward from decks doing what you've built them to do. But then it's also learning a bit of what cards are available so you know the potential of other decks. And that's why Lightseekers is so interesting right now if you're getting into the game, because it's still quite early on, but we have the future wave 2 to come and the game's going to continue rolling on. So you have that opportunity to kind of get in now, get familiar with anything, but then once you've been playing the game for a few months, you then get a nice new wave of stuff to increase your interest again.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to play something very simple, but something incredibly annoying for yourself, as.
Okay.
So it's going to be the insect swarm. So deal 1 damage to your target at the start of your turn.
Yeah, absolutely. And is that my turn or your turn?
At the start of your turn, so I assume that would be my turn.
Yeah,
Yes.
lovely. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fantastic. What a great little pick away card. Just
Yeah,
for
if you can get a
consistent
couple
damage.
of those out.
Yeah, I'm just seeing if I have. Yeah, I'm good. So your turn, work away.
Okay.
I have that. Lovely.
So, so my turn is going to be a couple of buffs time now, I think.
Rotate first.
your
Oh yeah,
shadow.
sorry,
Yep.
forgive me. My shadow supply will go 1. I'm going to go ahead and pop down a Draga Hunter, which initially starts with 1 damage to my target. Please, Colin.
1 damage, down to 34.
And
Only
I will-
34.
Oh yeah, you're loving life right now. And I will follow that up with a Putrid Shaman, which is increased damage done by rotation, and these rotation values can't be increased by other effects. So I assume that means these values on
Yes.
him,
Yes.
but he's increasing others. Of
Yes.
course. Yeah, okay. And that's my 2 actions. So it's over to you, sir. Cool.
Okay. I'm going to play Sun Hugger, which does rotation damage to my target and increased by 2 if the last discarded card is solar. I assume that's when it triggers.
Yes.
The last discarded when it triggers.
Exactly. So if you can have soda on top, that card does really ramp up in,
Wow,
in
yeah.
damage.
From 4 to 10.
Yeah.
So Colin could play a solar card as a second, say an attack or defend, and just guarantee it.
Yep. And then as long as that was sat on top, every rotation it would go to 3, 3, 4.
Or again, because of Cassini's ability, he can discard Solar to do 3 damage
Yep.
if he doesn't want to necessarily resolve the effect,
Or
which is nice.
there was, or he pulled another card last turn that helps quite nicely. Look at that.
Oh God.
Reality Twister, your last discarded
Although-
card counts as OM.
That's
They are both gravity.
Yes.
I'm limited.
yes,
Okay.
yep.
Oh,
Oh no!
I see. Okay.
The plans
So I
crumble.
need a solar action card.
Yeah.
Do I have one? I do. But do I want to play it?
You could use her ability to discard it if it wasn't something you really wanted to play, although it's not
Yeah.
maybe the best decision in the world. It depends on the card, of course.
And you can of course play the Reality Twister next turn. You miss that on 2 damage the first corner,
Yeah, but then it's okay.
Yeah, maybe I'll save that then. I'll play this one instead then. Mateship.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Does rotation damage to the target, so nothing, and then 7.
Yeah, that would have been one you don't want to pay discard for 3. That
No,
really would have been
yeah.
a waste. Yeah, absolutely.
That's-
I think
that's
you made a
fine.
good call there.
Okay, back to me.
Yep, that's me.
Okay, so for me,
Don't forget your start turn effects before you start rotating.
so this will deal damage.
Yes, I'm down to 28 health now.
This will rotate. This will rotate. Do an additional 2 while this goes away.
Down to 26.
So like so, which is lovely. I'm sensing huge damage incoming.
Too many options there, aren't
This is
there?
it.
All that card draw you've been pulling.
Yeah, but I'm actually quite content with that
Yeah.
because I have something which you pointed out to me before we filmed.
Yeah.
Because I had a quick chat with the guys about the different decks. Just curiosity.
This guy.
Yeah. So I'll be playing the Spectral Matrix.
Yep.
Oh,
Deal rotation damage to your target. Restart this buff when you get healed for 1 or more.
So that's yourself whenever you get healed, yeah?
Yes, so whenever I get healed. So that's my first action.
Oh, that's lovely.
And, let's see. Kind of makes me want to keep that for the future. That's good too. I'll just draw for my second.
Okay.
Flawless.
So for me then, I've got an active buff phase now, so we're going to see Shadow Supplier rotate, Draga Hunter rotate, and Putrid Shaman rotate. So Shadow Supplier triggered first, drawing cards equal to the number of buffs I have in play, which is currently 3.
Yep.
So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, those are things that are things and stuff. We then have Draga Hunter activating, so 2 damage increased by 2 to 4, please, Colin.
Down to 30.
And the Putrid Shaman has no effect other than to buff that. So then Shadow Supplier will be... oh, no, he's not out of there yet. Of course he's not, because he's still on that corner, even though it's a next turn. Okay, so... oh, interesting. This could be... ooh, okay.
Got a lot of cards there.
I do. I need to start getting through them now.
Can you throw out any more damage this turn
I
to
was
get a bit more off the back of the Putrid?
Yeah. Literally, yeah. But it's only increased damage done by rotation, so it's not going to work with instant
No.
attacks.
No, so it's attacks was increased.
Yeah.
Oh, by his rotation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So anything you hit attack with now, we'll see that increase.
Oh, man, man. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play Corrupted Spirit, which is poison 3 damage, and I draw a card. It'll be increased by Putrid Shaman to 5 against yourself, Colin.
5 damage.
Yes,
Yep.
please. Thank
And
you,
that's
sir.
25.
That's my first action. And draw that card off the back of that. Ooh. Okay. And then... Alan and Benny are like, you've looked at that card 4 times, man. Just go with your gut. Go with your gut. And I'm like, I don't know.
Not the gut.
I don't know.
Go with the brain.
brain. I've got heart on one shoulder, brain on the other shoulder.
That is definitely true.
And both are going.
I don't know what he's going with, but it's neither.
I'm going to play Night Lurker out as a buff then as my second action. So this is a buff that comes with an attack ability, which basically allows me to do 2 damage to another hero. However, if I discard one of my buffs in play, remove one of my buffs in play, it'll increase it to 4 damage, and I also get to heal for 2. So this is a nice way of basically using buffs that have kind of run their course. And that is me, sir. Over to you, Colin.
Okay. That's an ability.
That's an ability. So yeah,
Okay.
so it's worth noting that I couldn't have played that as my first action and activated it immediately because that'd be counting as playing the same card twice in a turn.
Okay. So my buffs then. Sun Hugger rotates. The last discarded is not solar, so it's just 1 damage.
Takes me to 29.
And this rotates on nothing yet. I'm going to play the Reality Twister, so next time this can be a solar.
So now every element is on top.
Awesome.
And that actually covers every element, doesn't it? So if you
wow.
it's effectively everything.
Yeah, I mean, one interesting thing that keeps coming up is the Cloud Harvester in Storm, which is a buff that does 1 damage, return 2 lightning action cards from your deck to your hand. If that's out, top card is lightning. Doesn't matter what it is.
Oh, wow.
So there's some interesting plays you can do with that.
And do you just get 1 at a time, or would you actually be able to get 1 and then essentially the next one becomes lightning?
There are 2 instantaneously, unfortunately, so only the
Okay.
top one.
Still pretty strong, man.
Yeah, yeah.
But still
This is designer insight hacks here for your guys' future decks.
Okay, and then secondly, Skyward Observatory. Increased damage and healing done by rotation.
Oh, this is going to
my.
be
So nothing now, but
Next
next turn
turn.
2, which will
Was there a
increase my
lot of
mateship
buff removal drawn?
and the Sun
this is,
Hugger.
next turn is going to be quite a brutal one. If those are both still there.
Oh. And this is where multiplayer changes things, because you got to think, what's my balance between attacking my target and dealing with my enemy's threats?
Yeah.
I'm also looking at what cards I have and what's going to do the worst to me. So how much damage would you have coming in at me at the minute, Colin? Just for curiosity, if everything ticked off. So this
this would rotate
and do 1.
No, that would
Plus?
effectively be 3.
5.
Oh, 5. Well, yeah, because of the observatory.
Oh,
as well.
Observatory as well would
Yeah.
rotate, yeah. And this would rotate and get the plus 2 for another 9.
So 14 damage.
14 damage.
14?
Yeah.
Easy peasy. You got enough healing to cover
Yeah,
that.
but start of turn, Insect Swarm will do its thing.
Yeah,
1
so,
damage, I'm down to 25.
Yep, 1 damage onto yes. This will rotate.
2 damage
Do
down to
and
23.
another 2.
Down to 21.
Yep. So things are happening.
At least it's not 14, eh?
Yep. Yep.
Right.
I know Justin could decide to be the kingmaker here and just go all out on me.
Yeah.
And it's worth noting you get a victory point when your target goes down. However, the last person standing to take out their target gets 2. Is that right?
There's also, there's 1 for defeating and 1 for being last man standing.
Gotcha. Okay.
So in a 3-player game, last person standing will always be the winner.
Okay.
Okay, it's time for a combo buff.
Ooh.
So I'm going to be playing, if I bring it up here, Life Binding. So it's rotation healing.
Yep.
1 damage to all heroes.
Ooh. Is that including yourself?
All other heroes.
Yeah.
Sorry, all other heroes. I will then use
It's cheap buff that though.
Reckless Spirit for 1 of it. And let's see, I need to use. I'll use the Moss Ridge Defender for the other of it.
That is ballsy using the reckless spirit there for the payment.
It is, but
Yeah.
I think with the healing I'll have, and this will start getting reset and just constantly ticking. With
Will
that.
he have the healing though? As will he?
And I think
Will
I have
he?
enough other healing in my hand to possibly keep me running. Because I mean, like this stuff, once it ticks out, it's gone.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Let's see.
And I get to draw 1. Ooh, hello.
Okay.
Ah,
Okay.
yes. I am done.
Okay, so start of my buff phase then. So we'll see some rotations across the board. And I will see Shadow Supplier.
Yep.
And then we'll look to trigger. So we have 2 damage enhanced by 3, so 5 from the Dragon Hunter and Putrid Shaman. And that is all my triggers. I think I might jump the gun a little bit here. I think I might just go a bit nuts.
Oh, there we go.
I'm very tempted. Oh no, that's too nuts. I think that's too nuts.
That's too
That's
crazy.
too nuts. It's too nuts. Oh. Heart,
Stay a bit calm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I just hedge
Go
my bets a little
mad.
bit. You think so?
Yeah, go mental.
Really, man?
It doesn't seem like a calm deck anyway.
No.
so-
Here's a quick question: if Night Lurker removes Putrid Shaman,
It does not get a +3.
because it's
Yeah,
already
'cause
going
it's-
away.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so that's not something I want to consider then. That. Oh boy, I'm really tempted. No, let's not be silly. Don't be silly. Internal struggles, man. Internal struggles. Go with your heart. Go with the darkness.
Don't do it!
I'm going to use Night Lurker. I'm going to remove Putrid Shaman as an attack ability. So I'm going to do 4 damage to you,
Okay.
and I will heal for 2.
I'm down to 16.
I just wanted a little bit of healing there. So
Yeah.
that was my first action.
Knocked a lot of health off that turn, though.
Yeah, and then I'm going to rock out Bone Reaper's my second action, which is a death card, which means I am going to take a damage for putting when I play a death card, just due to Nightshade's ability. But you pay for that with the 32 health and obviously having the double superior element.
Yep.
So over to you, sir.
Okay, yeah. Kind of regretting not doing more defense. I was just focusing on trying to get some damage done,
yeah.
but
Hello.
let's see how this works out now.
Yep.
So this will rotate, this will rotate, this rotates, and
Here
this
it
rotates.
comes.
So this is 1 plus 2 for 3, the 7, plus the 2, so this is 5, the
Yep.
7 plus the 2 is the 9.
Yep, so it's 14,
14.
altogether.
14 from 29.
Down to 15.
And 15.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, it's like half a life
And you
total,
haven't
like
you haven't even had a turn yet.
And suddenly I'm not the lowest health anymore, so yeah, I can breathe a little
moral
easy.
victory, yeah.
Okay, so next I'm going to play Light Lasher, which does 3
Yeah.
damage.
This is brutal.
Plus the 2
And
from
if my-
surgery.
2 plus discarded.
Yep.
Yep. So if my last discarded card is Gravity, and because of this Reality
Yep.
Twister, all cards are whatever I want. So
Yep.
I rotate one of my action buffs 1 step backwards. So I will rotate
Yeah.
Mage Ship
Okay.
back.
Oh my word.
So it's gonna
Yeah.
be
Well
another
played.
This is just
9
serious,
damage.
serious
Yeah, come
business
on.
going on here.
And 1 more action.
Damn, God, that was insane.
For my second action,
Oh!
I'm going to use Pathfinder to remove 1 buff, increase this by 1 if your last discarded card is Lunar, and let's just say it is. So
That is insane.
So-
let's take away your life healing.
This?
Yes,
Is
please.
it action buff?
no,
it's
No,
buffs.
just
buffs.
God damn your eyes.
And 1 more.
And one
One
more?
more will be a juicy
Is it
one.
target? Could he choose me as well?
No,
Does it work?
no, it
doesn't
Attacks,
say attack.
attacks are only at
Okay.
at 1 other player.
I didn't want you to ignore the
Yeah.
potential option of getting
Oh.
me as well.
So I couldn't
You
split it.
can't split it, no.
Can't split it. That's unfortunate.
You could have
Everything else is
either.
going on to Az, though, who's
Yeah.
currently hurting
Yeah,
you.
but it's optional. It has to be 2.
True.
Well, if you didn't say that it was Lunar.
It's all elements.
So, what do you think is going to do the least to Az? Honestly, the Corvid Conspiracy is about to go away anyhow and do nothing. And you can keep max damage onto Az.
That's so cool. The multiplayer
You
brings in so
say
many
that,
options.
but then eventually it might be me. What's your spectral doing there?
Spectral?
It's doing corner damage and it
and then 2 more
resets
damage.
When I
if
heal.
Justin heals.
Let's get rid of that one then.
Dude, that was like that's a big thing for me because you were about to heal.
You just
and reset
brutalised
that.
Justin.
So they will go the other way around. So they always disappear left to right,
Yeah.
whichever order you pick them in. So it'll be Spectre Mantics underneath the life binding.
Oh, sorry.
Because that would have rotated
it
and done
might-
2
it
It
damage.
would have rotated
and
then
then
reset.
come back.
But on the reset, it would have been doing damage.
No, it's X in the top left. Was it
Oh,
not?
yeah.
Yeah.
But still, like,
Yeah, they work
thanks,
well.
Colin. Kind of, yeah. That was an amazing turn, though, and the value from the Reality Twister is evident.
Yeah, because it's a card that does nothing on its own, but it enables so many things.
I've got buff removal in here, right?
Probably.
You
I
hope.
don't know. Ben,
Colin?
you did.
You shall rue this day.
You were sitting there pretty on 31 for too long.
That was a
Something had to be
brutal
done.
turn.
Wow.
That was absolutely vicious. All right, you done?
That is me, yes.
Yeah.
Grand. So my turn will kick off. This will do the 1.
Then
This will
21.
rotate and go away. That was on 10, yes?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, this will nip across. I am then going to play Infected Swarm. Damage equal to the number of buffs the recipient plus 3.
Oh,
So, Colin, have 7.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's on. It's on.
So in multiplayer, you're gonna deal 15 damage in next turn. So it might be that depending on what cards, I haven't actually seen your cards, but depending on what cards he's got, his only chance to survive might be that you die first. That is always a risk in multiplayer.
That's revenge for that
Wow.
vicious swing.
wow. I sit here really quiet.
Yeah.
Just gonna keep
Yeah.
Save me
That
out!
was brutal, man.
Jeez.
Holy heck.
It's all gone out the window now, isn't it? Friendships, everyone's done.
And the next one, I'm going to play the Hungry Behemoth. So this buff rotates when you use its defense ability, which is healing on rotation.
Yep.
And it's got an attack ability, which is just damage.
Yep.
So this will go down and do 2 to yourself as.
It's only when you use abilities. However, worth pointing out here is that when a card specifies how it rotates,
Yeah.
nothing else matters. So in this case, it only rotates when you use the defend ability.
Gotcha.
So you can heal for 2, rotate, but if you attack, it does not rotate.
So you're just going to ping
So
away.
you can crank it up. So it's obviously 2, 2, 3, 5. So you might want to use the heal ability to get it round to the 5, and then start hitting with hitting with
It's
3s and
risky
5s.
to crank up a Hungry
Yeah.
Behemoth, man.
It is indeed.
Wind him up, man.
Yep.
Big stick. Get angry.
Although,
wait, no, I think I might die
it's a superior
before.
animal.
Yeah. I mean, it
Well-
depends. It's on to us, really. Like,
Yeah, if you can kill Colin
he's in
now,
a kill zone.
I'll survive and have a chance to actually come back and have a
absolutely
brawl.
do not want to kill Colin. Like, why would I want to kill Colin?
Because he will heal if you don't. So he will heal for 5.
But at
And
that,
he has such vicious...
Just 5,
damn.
and I have no defense.
Yeah.
Just 5. Like,
So
it's not that much.
okay, well, let's do things I can't control. So let's start my buff phase. We'll have the Dragon Hunter rotate, and we'll have the Bone Reaper rotate.
Yeah.
So this will then trigger 2 damage to yourself, Colin.
Down to 7.
It's down to 7.
It's quite dangerous on this side of the board right now.
Oh, man. Okay, so what are my options? I take Colin down.
Yep.
I gain 5 health.
and
Yep.
5 cards back.
And 5 cards back
Yep. Which
into
is
my
all
deck.
of them.
Yeah.
Into
Yeah,
deck.
into your deck.
Okay.
If you don't, he takes me down and gets
He'll
all
get
that.
5 cards,
Yeah.
5 health.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's
man.
assuming you can take him out.
Oh, I can take him out.
I don't have that many cards though. Like if Justin got another 5 cards, I think that'd be a harder target for you to beat.
The last thing I want to do though is take Justin out, right? I don't want to touch Justin because I'm not taking that to
so-
my face.
Yeah, so indirectly, if you don't do it, Justin will die.
Yeah.
There's 15 damage on the board.
A lot of this
Are
will
you
go away
willing to
though.
save Justin is what
What
the
I would
question is.
what I would love to do if I
So
could
it's dilemma now.
would be to put Colin in a state that his buffs don't do all the work. So he has to play a card or 2 to finish Justin off.
What?
So
That's
I
what
can
I do.
avoid a couple of actions of hurt from you.
A lot of these are going to expire anyway. You know.
Or weaken this guy right down,
Yeah,
get him
yeah.
near to death, so
Yeah.
that the 5 health doesn't help him that much, and then you finish him off next turn.
That's what I'm hoping. Okay, my
The amount of times that's backfired.
yeah.
The amount of times.
Yeah, this
Well,
is
let's
kind
see
of
what
why
he does
I
today.
pushed that attack to Colin
yeah.
as well, because I knew I could take a slap at ass, but
Yeah.
I knew I would die
Oh,
anyway.
yeah, yeah.
And it was just
So-
going to give it to Colin.
I'll trigger Nightlurker's attack ability
Okay.
and remove the Dragon Hunter as part of that because it is essentially done. To do 4 damage to you, Colin, and gain 2 health myself.
Nice.
It's just sitting pretty up there
Down
at
to 3.
23.
And then I'm going to play a death card, which will do a damage to me, but we'll put another Bone Reaper potential
Oh,
damage
but look
on
at
the
this.
table.
Like, this is all going to go mad next
right?
next
And-
turn. This all goes mental.
And I'm walking away. I'm wiping my hands at this.
Right. So,
Okay.
Okay, Colin.
Here goes for the buff rotations.
Yeah.
so that goes, that goes.
Oh my word.
So this is 2 plus
Plus 2.
2 plus 2
So
for
6.
6, And this is 7 plus
So
2
I'm on
for
10,
9.
so I go to 4
Yep. And for 9
to
afterwards.
0.
And then you get 5 healing, and increase all healing by 2, so you get 7 healing.
Oh, nice! Up to 10!
Oh, 5 cards when discard pile back into your deck. There
the
might not even
discard.
be 5 in there.
Yeah.
Non astral.
So
Come
not,
on.
not the
Deck,
hand.
not your hand.
Oh, sorry.
They go to deck. So you shuffle them into your deck.
Look at that. It's like he's just started.
What have you done, you fool?
I know, this is...
Now see the mage ship's going to go away.
Yeah, you're getting 4 damage and healing on that next corner.
I'm hoping I'm getting 4 damage and healing on the next
Yeah,
corner.
true.
Seeing as I just died, does that mean the turn would trigger across the
No.
ads then when Colin's done?
No, he's got. It will
yes,
after it's done, yes. But
Yes,
it goes to
now
action still.
Colin's
But
on to
now
ads.
Colin is free to swing for
Yeah.
Az.
Yeah, with
during this
2
turn.
extra damage as well.
Yep.
2 extra healing in case he wants to heal.
I mean, he's on the high numbers, but come on.
So let's see if he's got a
Give him
Dust
proud.
Feeder in his hand.
There's not too much I can do. I'll put this down, Yukona Oracle, which will reduce damage received, but on the next turn, not
Yeah.
this one.
Okay.
So I don't know if that'll help me.
No Dusk Feeders.
Can't.
Could get that 9 healing otherwise.
Yeah.
Could I do that one?
Could you do what play that?
Yeah? No?
no.
Okay. I'll pass and draw one then.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
Oh, buddy.
Oh no, have you got it? Have you got it?
So start of my turn, Bone Reaper and the Bone Reaper both rotate. This one will trigger for 4 damage and for 4 healing. So I'll go to 26.
I'll go to 6.
And as it so happens, so hold on, your damage reduction is currently
Not active.
Nothing.
not active.
Nothing in the minute.
Okay, just to make sure before I make a horrendous mistake.
Oh, here we
so
go.
by paying my Assassin's Guild poison symbol, and actually this is the decision I was trying to work out if it was worthwhile or not, dropping 2 shadow and a poison symbol from Shroud of Night to play Burst of Venom for 8 damage. And if I wanted to, I could remove poison buffs to increase it, but
You don't need to.
it is enough. So
I think that is enough. That would do it. It's taking me down.
again, there was a point where I was like, Alan, will I be risky? That exact conversation in Heart and Brain. I wanted to unload it early, but waiting until I got the opportunity,
yeah.
I was very lucky. Like those 2 swings from you 2 guys were wow, epic.
Honestly, I can sit here and go, Kingmaker!
Yeah.
Yeah, because that if you had come at me with that 7 damage rather than
changed
Colin,
everything.
that was a very different
Yeah.
game at that point.
Yeah, if
Justin
you,
really screwed you over there.
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Where was all your damage, Justin?
Dude, I had the damage sitting about. I couldn't get it out and up and running.
yeah, there was a lot of damage. in
Remember,
there.
his was Targus though. He didn't have a choice. You
Yeah.
chose to go backwards.
Well, he had one. The choice he had was that Reckless Spirit he used to pay for life binding could have been used to remove Mateship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly.
And for healing wise, I did have a Forest Mender, a Fungal Leecher, and I also had the Old Oak, which is restart up to 2 buffs.
So you just needed to survive another turn. Or
I
so.
needed one
Yeah.
turn just to get my healing up and
Absolutely.
running.
That combination though was brutal.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Sun
that
Bug with the
was-
Maid Ship,
yeah.
the Reality
Goddamn
Twister,
vicious.
and the Observatory.
Very,
was
very nice.
insane.
And then what was the
Really
card
lovely.
you played? The one that let you reset the Mateship one. That
Light
was
Lasher.
just,
Yes, the
yeah.
Light Lasher. It's the only one I put in there as well. It's the only Light Lasher I had.
Yeah.
So.
And I still had this in my hand. I
Oh,
really
the
wanted to
Rippling
get this
Flare.
out.
Yeah.
The shiny Rippling Flare, which went in a
7.
multiplayer 7 to all other heroes.
Oh,
I only needed 2 solar, but I wanted to
Yeah.
play
What
them.
a double kill would have been, man. So so yeah, we've really, I think it's fair to say quite easy, we've all enjoyed our time with Lightseekers
I'm
and
going to
getting
keep playing this.
Yeah. And we now have a bunch of decks, one from each of the 6 orders, so we can sit and probably cause ruckus in the office in the coming weeks.
Lunchtimes, man. Lunchtimes every day.
Definitely.
So let us know what you think, guys. We hope you've enjoyed all of those videos. If we've enticed you to go and visit a regional or go and check out a local store event, let us know that you're going, man. Send us some pictures and let us know how you get on. It'd be great to know how you're loving the game as well. But we'll catch you and the Play Fusion guys and Justin and Colin in a future video.
We hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now, and be sure to check out beastsofwar.com for the latest gaming news and gaming Let's Plays. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.